Hello, my name is Marlena Hadeen, and I am a Diamond Beachbody coach on the Dream Team and my own team that I'm creating called Team Rockstars. Today, I just wanted to do a video on how to gain more leads and get more people in your challenge groups and expanding. I get this question all the time is, how do I work outside of my little friend network that I have right now? I don't know very many people. And honestly, that shouldn't be an excuse because there are so many people in this world that need your help, and there's through internet and social media you can connect to them, and there's always people looking to lose weight and get support and motivation. So there are some ways for you to expand outside of your friend network and get more people in to your challenge groups and seeing your posts and connecting. So the number one thing that I did was I went through my Facebook friends and I added mutual friends that I had maybe met once, knew of, heard of. We lived in the same town. We're from the same town when we were younger. We knew of each other's names, even people that I maybe was enemies with in high school, whatever. College friends, high school friends. I actually literally got my yearbooks out, went through them, and typed in everyone's name searching for people. I also used the suggest friends thing and was like, hey, you know what? I think I do know them. All those years where I did the spring cleaning Facebook, I added all those people back in. I wanted them back in. You don't want to do the spring cleaning Facebook thing when you're a Beachbody coach. Your Facebook page wants to be the hub of all your posts and where you connect with people. Especially if you're not good in talking in person, I use Facebook to coach. I don't really talk to people in person about my groups unless they want to meet with me personally. But I do everything through Facebook is my hub, and Instagram, YouTube, all those social media platforms I use, and I'm going to give you some tips on how I use them. So that's one of them. So I went through my high school yearbooks, I went through my friends, added everybody that I could. I really wanted to go by that rule of adding one or two people to my Facebook daily. When you're a new coach, you want to be adding people daily. So anytime I'd go out and meet somebody at a party, at anything, I added them on Facebook. Even if I only met them one time, I didn't care. I added them on Facebook. I really got over the fear of what people thought about me. I struggled with that for a long time. Oh no, what are they going to think about me? This enemy, this person that I didn't get along with in high school, what are they going to think about me adding them on Facebook? They added me back. So just really don't care. Drop that. Be confident that you are a good coach and you're adding people because you want to add value to their lives. And I got out and I joined more groups, especially since I just moved to Hawaii. I really did need to get out and join more groups. So I joined moms groups, play groups, Bible studies, anything that I could join, I joined. I got up on meetup.com and, a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I went to those groups. I joined a bunch of groups on base. Anything that I could, I went to parties, any party that I could go to, I went to, got in conversations with people. What do you do? What do you do? And I said, well, I'm a stay-at-home mom, I'm a student, but I also run challenge groups. And I just talked about, I didn't really sell, I just talked about what I did. And then I would go home and add them on Facebook. Then I went and liked people's posts on my friends list. I always go through my friends list, like people's posts, connect with them, maybe write a comment on their pictures or on their statuses. Really wanted to gain bonds with people so that when I did have a challenge group or I had anything going on for Beachbody, they knew that they could count on me for health and fitness. People knew that I was the go-to for health and fitness. Even if they didn't want to join my challenge groups, I got people inboxing me, asking me questions. Hey, I'm pregnant. What workouts do you think you could do? I always do tell people I'm not a personal trainer or a nutritionist, but hey, I do have some tips for you. Or I can Google some workouts for you. I'd love to help you and help you with that. Or I suggest a Beachbody program that they can do when they're pregnant. So people are really going to start getting that in their heads. Hey, this person knows what they're doing. So let that be known by adding value to your Facebook all the time. And also when you like people's stuff, your stuff shows up in their news feed sooner. So it's weird how it works, but when you go and like people's stuff or talk to them, it's going to show up in their news feed more. So that's another thing, is I'm always liking people's stuff so that I can be at the top of the news feed. I did a squat-a-thon on my page, and I made it really fun. I did it on my Facebook page, and every day I posted how many squats we're doing. I got apps on my phone, and I had the Collage app and the app where you add words or whatever. You can find them, the apps. There's a bunch of good ones. And I did like, this is how many squats today. I had like a picture of me. I did the camera timer, and I did, this is a picture of me doing the squats. Like I had a picture of me doing the squats and the collage, and then I would have one like shut up and squat, or some kind of fun squat saying or something. And then I would have how many squats we did. And every day it would be different. I would do different pictures every day and make it just fun. And people would be like, crushed it, finished my squats, did it, my butt hurts, whatever. And it made it fun on my Facebook page. The next month after that, I did a crunchathon, and I actually created a group, and I added people in, and I had about 300 people in there. I told everyone, add your friends, add whoever, let's have a crunchathon. So we crunched all month long. So it just made it different fun ways to relate fitness. I didn't talk about my challenge groups in any of these things. I didn't talk about Beachbody. I just had fun with fitness. So you really want to gain that credibility and that value behind your name before just going out and trying to only talk about challenge groups. You're not an instant overnight success. You can't just be a regular person on Facebook and the next day wake up and say, hey, I'm an expert and I have a challenge group starting up. Yes, you can invite people to join you in your journey. That's always good. But I don't think that you should just wake up one day and be like, look, I have a challenge group. Here you go, join me. People are going to be like, what? Wasn't she just talking about eating hot dogs yesterday? I mean, you can't do that. So I do think it's good to talk about your challenge groups, but don't let it be overkill on it. And the first way that I actually started with my first challenge group was I posted a transformation picture. And you don't have to have a transformation picture to start your first challenge group. You really could just invite a couple of friends to join you in your journey and do the workouts with you. But I posted my transformation picture and I said, look, I'm posting this because I want to inspire you. I want to show you that you can do this too, that I'm a normal person just like you, and if I did it, you can too. Message me if you want more info on joining my challenge group. And I got tons of people messaging me, not because I told them, hey, join my challenge group, it costs this much and here's my workout program, because I connected to them. I tugged at their heart a little bit. Events for my challenges. So I'll create an event on Facebook and I'll make it public, and I'll just say, where it says when, where, I'd be like, your house. I have the day of my challenge group, and then I explain everything that we would do. Look, we're doing this, clean eating recipes. I'd explain everything about the challenge group that you could. And then people would attend or not attend. And then if somebody said they're attending, I would send them a quick message and say, hey, I saw that you were interested in my challenge group. And then we'd go from there. And then also, when you make it public, the people that you invited, their friends are going to see it as well. So it really gives you a big range of people to see your event for your challenge group. And you're going to start getting other people's friends messaging you, asking you about your challenge group. We live on a military base. We have bulletin boards everywhere. There's bulletin boards everywhere, not even just on our base, but we had bulletin boards. So I'd go and post ads about my challenge groups on there. And the ads would have my transformation pictures. It would say what they would get in the challenge group, and it would have my number on there. So that was one way. I also did vendor events where I would have transformation pictures on the table, Shakeology single packets. I had my computer open with TurboFire on it and Shakeology videos. I had a bunch of things framed. I think I had like all the things that are in Shakeology. I had that big poster framed. I had my next challenge group when that was framed. I had all my workout programs out, and I just talked to people about what I did. People that were about to start my challenge group. So I'd be like, hey, so excited, just closed my challenge group and all these people are ready to go. I'm so excited. And I would tag the people. And so that means that their friends would see, hey, this person's doing a challenge group. I want to know what that's about. And then they would message me. I've never had anybody complain about me tagging them about doing the challenge group. Only one person said, please don't tag me again. But that's all that happened. But I've never had anybody. Most people are excited about joining your challenge groups. Another thing that I did is if I was just talking to somebody about joining my challenge group, if they just messaged me but they didn't really lock in the deal and they weren't sure about joining, I added them in my group anyway. Like, I'd create my group for my challenge group. I added them in there anyway. And I was like, okay, well, I'll let you think about it and I'll add you to the group. And then you can let me know if you decide to join. So I added them to the group. And when you have preseason, you're posting every day. So I also, when I have my challenge group, I introduce people. So I'm like, as soon as they buy, I'm in the group and I say, hey, this person just, this person, please welcome this person. They just bought whatever program they got and they're ready to rock it. Let's do this. And then it would see the people that were just sitting in the group thinking about it, they would see as people would join. So that kind of was a good way to get people to connect. I think it's a really good idea to introduce your people as they buy the challenge packs, but have people in your group. It's a way of keeping track of who you've talked to about your challenge groups, and it kind of keeps it keeps it in their head because they see you posting the preseason. I also have my YouTube and my blog, and I've done videos on meal prep. I did videos when I did the Ultimate Reset. I have videos of me working out. I have how I make my meal plans. Any video that you can think of that you think might help somebody, make it. Because my YouTube didn't really get many people in the beginning, but as they've been on YouTube, I'm noticing that I'm getting some people saying, hey, I found you on YouTube. And who knew? My meal prep video has over 3,000 views. So people are seeing it, and people are it's starting to get in the higher up of the numbers of being watched in YouTube. And people are starting to message me from YouTube. It took about 6 months, but it's a long time thing that you're going to want for in the future. And also my blog. I'm starting to get people to message me from my blog. So those are two things. Your blog doesn't have to be fancy in the beginning. Just start writing your journey. You're going to want that for in the future. And then I always went to parties, and everyone I talked to I added. For your post for your challenge groups, this is something that I want to touch on. I don't really post a whole lot of my flyers for saying, hey, here's my challenge group. I maybe post it once or twice before the challenge group, but a lot of times for me to engage getting people in my challenges, I post success stories. I go to the Beachbody site and I get the $500 daily winners, and I post their story on Facebook, and I'm like, look at the power of the Beachbody challenge. Look what this can do for you. This could be you. Or just different transformations. I'll share my challenge group people's transformations if they let me, and most of the time they do let me. If you have a good connection with your challengers, they'll be happy for you to share their transformation. They'll be excited and they'll be thankful. Sometimes I get people that don't want me to tag them and they'll let me share their picture, or sometimes I get people that don't want a picture, so I just take their success. I'm like, look, this person lost. I don't tag. I'm just like, one of my challengers lost 20 pounds in this many inches. I'm so excited. Let me know if you want to join my next challenge group. Something like that. And you don't even have to say, let me join my next challenge group after everything. You can just talk about it. It gives credibility to your name and value. And people that I talk to in the beginning are coming back to me because they see that it's working over and over and over again. So I also take screenshots of conversations that I have, and you can go to like an app and use like a black rectangle, and block over their name, and just post that conversation that you have with that person. If they were thanking you for the challenge group or they were talking about their success, share that. People are going to want to see that they're really working. So you want to build that credibility, and all those little posts that you do are adding up to getting people in your challenge groups. You do not just have to say, put the flyer up and talk about your challenge group, or put the flyer up with the price. Add credibility and value to your name. Share cleaning recipes. Share your life. Share that you are doing it daily. Share Shakeology recipes. Share, just share your life. Share something funny. Share something inspiring. Share a fitness move that you like. Take a picture, have the camera when you're working out. Anything, I used to look at top coaches and put a spin on it and put it on my own. Anything that you can think of that you can add value to someone's life, share that. And that is what's going to get people in your challenge groups. Not always posting about your challenge group, but doing little things that's going to put it in their head saying, this is really working. I want to be a part of that. So I hope this video helped you get a little bit more ideas of how you can get more people in your challenge groups and how you can expand your leads. Thank you. Bye.